Hello everybody, welcome back. I hope everybody is doing good. I know the situation around us is not really favorable, so I only hope you guys are staying healthy and fit. So thanks a lot for such a great response for my previous video. The more travel videos are coming on its way. However, I took a break from this travel video and I wanted to squeeze this video in between. This is about unemployment benefit in Germany. How do you get it? I know it sounds like I really wanted to do this video with Priyanka Nayak. Unfortunately, both of our schedules are not matching, and then I have to exclude her in this video, and then I'm going ahead with it because unfortunately I am seeing people are losing their job because of corona situation. And you know, when you lose your job, first thing you do, you panic and you don't know what is the next step in a foreign country. I was in the same situation last year. I lost my job and literally, you don't believe, I was kind of crying for 2 days because I had no idea. There was only one job I had, and my husband was also jobless, and me and my husband, how do we go ahead with this? That was such a nightmare. And then when I understood the process of getting the unemployment benefit, it really, it was such a relaxation in my life. I never knew the concept of this, and I was also an eligible candidate for the to get this benefit. I got unemployment benefit until 6 months. Initially they said 6 months, and then they actually extended until 1 year, but luckily I got the job within that time frame. So I'm gonna explain all these things step by step, what happened, what did I do, how they helped me, and everything. So this is all about the video, I would say. Yeah. If you're a person living in Germany, you lost your job recently and you don't know what to do, you're not aware of this unemployment benefit, you think how to apply, this video is highly recommended for you and any of your friends who are in the same situation. So come, let's see what all these steps and how do we go ahead with this. Yeah. So let me start with a story so you can certainly relate to it. So a story of mine. Last year, I lost my job before I finished my probezeit. It was a full-time job. And then the day I received the termination letter, it was mentioned in the letter that within 3 days, you have to register yourself as an unemployment in the Federal Employment Agency. I didn't know how to do it. I asked my employer, can you help me? And then they helped me. It is Arbeit für Agentur. You have to go to that main page, and then there will be an option called register yourself as an unemployment or a job seeker, which means you lost your job. You are now ready to look for another job. You have to fill the details. What was your last job title? What is the reason you lost the job? And when exactly did you lose the job? The date. Very important, the date. They will calculate the salary, like the unemployment cash benefit from that particular day, because for them you are unemployed since that date. So that's why the date is very important. You have only 3 to 4 questions. You have to fill it and then update. That's it. That is the first step you have to do. That's what I did. And after that, you will get some letters say confirming that okay, you have registered yourself in the Arbeit Agentur für Arbeit. And then it's an online procedure. You can fill up all the forms. Arbeitslosengeld 2, which means unemployment benefit 2 or unemployment benefit 1. There are 2 different types. I belong to unemployment benefit 2 because I contributed. When you work here, when you get a salary, you're gonna contribute something to the government. You have to contribute for 12 months to get this benefit. In my case, I contributed only for 6 months, like a full-time job. Within 6 months, I lost it because of corona. And it was mentioned in the letter from the employer to me. I proved that to the job center. I told them that I lost the job because of corona. So they considered my application. That was the best thing right now. So they will not look for the criteria for 12 months contribution. Even if you lose your job after 3 months due to corona, you can still apply for unemployment benefit. It's a cash benefit. And then I filled all the questions in the form. They will also send you the form through papers to the via post to your home. Plus you can also fill the form in the online portal. You have to first register yourself, create your username and password, everything, and then start filling. It's very self-explanatory. The website also will translate to English when you don't understand the German thing. Each and every question is so self-explanatory. You have to fill all the questions, and then at last the very important document you have to upload is, it's called Arbeitsbescheinigung, which means employment certificate. This Arbeitsbescheinigung comes from your previous employer. The previous employer should send it to job center. How do they send it? What did I do? I worked in this big company for 6 months, like a full-time job. 6 months contribution was not sufficient, and one person from job center was called me, and he told, is it possible for you to get the Arbeitsbescheinigung from all the employer you worked? I was a student here. And then I told him that I was doing a part-time job as a student. Will that count? He said yes. As long as you were working in Germany and you have a valid Arbeits contract, work contract with the pay slips, then you are eligible. And what I did, I was also working in a gift shop, which is like a sales girl. I wrote an email to gift shop HR, asked for the Arbeitsbescheinigung. They sent directly to job center. I worked in gift shop for five to 6 months. Plus I was working in another startup company like a student assistant for 20 hours per week. That is for 3 months. That people also sent the Arbeitsbescheinigung to the job center. And then the big company for the full time 6 months. So total 6 months, 3 months and 6 months, 12, around 15 months already I have contributed, or I have this Arbeitsbescheinigung from these 3 companies. Those 3 companies sent it to job center. I was really shocked when that person said that, okay, all the employer where you worked, we will consider that as a contribution. And I was also skeptical about my gift shop job, because first thing, I was just working as a sales girl. There's nothing much to do about it. Second thing, it was a student job again. And the third thing, in my assumption that any job or any title matters about Arbeitsbescheinigung, which definitely not in this case. So when I said that I was working in a gift shop, he said, yeah, it doesn't matter. As long as you're working, you are getting paid, please send us. And I sent it. The moment they received all 3 Arbeitsbescheinigung, employment certificate, saying that I was working there from this period to this period, my application became valid and activated. And then I called them for the confirmation, when am I gonna receive my money? I lost my job in April 2020. May 2020, I got my final salary from the company. June 2020, I started getting money from the Agentur für Arbeit, because by then I prepared all my documents. Like I filled up the online form and I requested all these 3 companies where I worked before to send the employment certificate to the government, and all these things I did. By June, my application was completely full and they said, okay, you're gonna receive it. What did they do? Until 15th of May, I got salary from my previous employer. After 15th of May, I got salary from the job center. So initially they sent me that, okay, we're gonna give support you for 6 months, which is 60% of my previous salary. Let's say I was taking some salary, 3,000, 4,000 euros per month. You take 60% out of it. That is your salary from the Arbeit, Bundesarbeit, Agentur für Arbeit. I was like, I couldn't believe myself because I was just doing all these things with the flow. And okay, if I'm gonna get, I'll get. If no, no. And I've heard people saying that, yeah, Bhavya, you're just doing it. Maybe you may not get it because you're not eligible. Like, you didn't even finish your probation with a full-time job and you only did part-time job as a student. Part-time job will definitely not considered as any contribution because you're a student, you're not contributing anything. All those questions were coming into my mind and people were telling. I was also so scared about this whole process. The moment I saw money in my account from the Bundesagentur für Arbeit, I literally had tears in my eyes, and this time it was a happy tears, not the pathetic and the panic tears. So that is how I started getting money. And then how did they help me getting another job? That's another story again now. So one small important thing, this job center and Agentur für Arbeit, both of them speaks only German. If you're calling them, be really, really prepared of what you're telling. Like, write it down because the conversation with them is really quick. They answer to the question what you ask, and they are really sweet. They speak really slow, like you can understand what they are talking. If you're really lucky, you can also find someone who can speak in English, but that doesn't happen often. So it's good to prepare to talk in German. It's really not that hard, it's easy. And to talk about my job, how I got the job, it's kind of a little bit a lengthy story, so I'm thinking to make another video for that. So in this, I hope you enjoyed this video and got some information about how you get your unemployment benefit when you lose your job in Germany. So in my next video, I will share the story of me getting a job with the help of Agentur für Arbeit. How did they help me and how I got the job and what all happened in this process. I'm gonna put all this information in the next video since it's a big one, so I thought it makes sense to make another video. So until then, I wish you really a good week ahead, and then stay healthy, be happy, don't stress yourself. So see you soon.